guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well. I send you guys so much love and light. So I'm in the mood to look into the energy of the one on your mind, whoever you want to focus on for this reading. But this is pretty specific because I feel really drawn to tap in and see how do they feel about you after this weekend. So you can look at this video as timeless and it's the current energy. All right, so whatever you guys experience, whatever's on your mind, whatever makes you drawn to this reading, it's all about the last experience you had with this person. I look at it as, over the weekend, and today is now Monday. But for others of you, maybe it makes you think of a situation where you saw this person, it's like the last time you saw this person. However you resonate with it, that's how it's for you. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lynn. This is Passionate Heart Tarot. And yeah, we're going to start out with Scorpio's reading. Let's jump right in, you guys. Before I begin your reading, I just want to take this opportunity to surround us with the white light of the Holy Spirit. And also a circle of mirrors to surround us facing outward so that only goodness is reflected towards us. And if you have absorbed any negativity into you, it'll be released from you now and into the white light. And if you should encounter any negativity, it will be absorbed into the white light and not into you. Okay, Scorpio, let's get into your reading first. So, after this weekend, how do they feel about you? Okay, this is very interesting to me because it's really a front. Heavy energy of, look at that. That's why the Two of Cups is in reverse. So this is a front. Okay, so it's like this person could show you, Scorpio, that they want like a friendship with you. That's why the Three of Cups is there. It's the energy of like still wanting you in my life, but not wanting to cross a certain line into anything romantic. So it's like they want, it's like their mind is made up about that, but their heart says something completely different. This person is very conflicted when it comes to you, especially with that Two of Pentacles energy there. I can see the way that their head and their heart fight. So it's like their logic tells them that like, I still need you in my life. I still want you in my life, but I need to keep you in a platonic place. That's what their mind says. But their heart says that they love you and that they're in love with you and you're the one for them, and like they can't shut off their emotion when it comes to you. But the problem coming through from their perspective, and I see it in the Queen of Pentacles energy in reverse, they're really holding a grudge against you. This is someone who feels they offered something very solid to you, like their best, because there's just one pentacle, and that's like the energy of giving my all, my best. So they feel like they offered this to you, Scorpio, and I don't know what happened between the two of you, but from this person's perspective, they feel like it was squandered, like their offer was played with, like their kindness was taken for weakness. So it leaves them feeling very prideful. It left them feeling, I feel prideful. So it's like they're holding on to this bitterness. The Queen of Pentacles, to me, upright, their disposition is normally very sweet, open, giving, generous, loving. But if they feel they've been crossed, their energy switches up. So it's like they're holding a grudge against you, to put it simply, but they love you. So maybe they're just trying to teach you a lesson right now, but it really does have to do with their head and their heart fighting when it comes to this connection, with this bitterness they're holding on to. I know that they feel like you owe them an apology, but then I bet you their pride won't even let them accept an apology from you. So it's kind of difficult. Like, how would you approach this person? They love you. I mean, the Two of Cups shows me deeply into their heart where they do feel you are the one for them in this lifetime. But it's like, it just comes across like it's not Look at that. Then the world is there. This person's head and heart fight because they want to say, well, maybe it's just bent between us and it's not broken. That's what their heart says because it's the Two of Cups. And then it just feels like their logic takes over. And with the World card coming through, it's like, yeah, the logic there with the King of Swords saying like it's over. So after this weekend, they're definitely conflicted, but I see that they're in love with you. But it is like this sense of pride and ego, but it's not to make this person sound like they're shallow in any way or that they're not spiritually ascended in any way when I talk about like them feeling tested like that. It's genuinely because they feel they gave their all, like their best, and they just handed it straight to you without any blockages, not letting anything come between the two of you. They feel like their offer was so pure, Scorpio. So that hurt them deeply. And that's why they're, resentful towards you in this way. So it does feel like this person is in this space right now of wanting to win when it comes to you, not to make them sound petty. But I do feel like they're trying to teach you a lesson that comes from a hurt place. But then it's like kind of backed up with their logic telling them like it's best to move on. But the catch is they don't want you out of their life because they want to still have you in their life, even if it's as a friend, quote unquote. So with that's showing us, Scorpio, that this person has not closed the door to you completely. Even though when I describe their energies, it's up and down, it's because it's like they're just back and forth in their emotions. So when I tap even deeper into the energy, I can see that door is still cracked open for you. I guess it all depends on how this person feels you handle the connection. I know they want to see your best return to them because they feel like they gave you their best. Okay, you guys. Scorpio, I hope that this brings you clarity. I can see Pisces energy coming through in your reading as well as Libra, so that may be who you're watching for. All right, you guys. Next is Sagittarius. All right, my beautiful Sagittarius. After this weekend, there's your energy right there coming through. After this weekend or whatever time period you have in your mind, how do they feel about you? Ooh, they feel like things are moving in the right direction in a very dramatic way. This person is actually seeing you. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, my throat. That's crazy. My throat chakra, you guys. This person is seeing you in a completely different light. Why is my throat chakra closing? I wonder if they don't want me to say this to you. Or maybe they're trying to keep you on ice a little bit longer. Because what I can already see in this energy is they were looking at you, Sagittarius, recently as someone that wasn't being serious with them. Okay, they wanted things to move forward with you, and they felt that it wasn't, and they felt like you were stalling, and so they started to question like your true intentions in the connection. Okay, but this person has been wanting you the whole time. They've been wanting things to move forward with you. So it feels like after this weekend or whenever, they feel like you're very, very serious about them. Like whatever happened between the two of you, they feel like things completely turned around and they're looking at you from a completely different perspective, like with the utmost respect, looking at you as someone that's very ascended, spiritual, deep. There's heavy Pisces energy in your reading. Okay, that's beautiful. The five is, oh, look at this. It's like an openness and a commitment. The initials J and B are here. Maybe that's someone's initials you're watching for or your own. The Five of Swords, did you apologize? Did you humble yourself in some way? Or did you open up and become very vulnerable? It's something along those lines because they feel like since they saw you do this, whatever action you showed them or whatever it is that you guys talked about, feels like for some of you, you had a deep conversation and that turned everything around. And they just feel like They see that you're open and you're kind, and they feel like they saw into your heart. They see, this person feels like you shared something with them that they wanted you to, and it just connected you guys in such a deep and beautiful way. They feel like now everything is clear. They feel like you're so transparent, like they got to know you so much better. Wow. So they're looking at you like you made a huge change. I think it has to do with your vulnerability. Whatever it is, they feel completely dedicated to you. They feel like we got into a relationship over this weekend. So maybe indeed some of you did. Maybe you guys did talk, make it official, like discuss it and make it official. For others of you, what Spirit wants you to know is they feel like, okay, things are deep between us, things are real between us, and things are official between us. That's how they're looking at you right now. The Three of Pentacles, that's a beautiful energy to come through in their feelings in a love reading, because it's them feeling like we're back on track and it's destiny and it feels right. Okay, you guys, that's what's going on with them, Sagittarius. I hope that that brings you clarity, you guys. Capricorn, you are next. Okay, so the one on your mind, how do they feel about you after the weekend? Or whenever, whatever time you're thinking of, Capricorn. It's up to you. So how do they feel about you after that? Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Like you're unbelievable, like you're out of this world, like you're completely unobtainable, like you're a movie star, like you're just the most beautiful, epic creature that's ever walked this earth. Honestly, look at that energy. The star is how they feel about you for the first card out. That's like your mind blowing. Like your beauty is out of this world, but it's not all about your good looks. It's about who you are, the complete and total package. It's like they're shocked by your energy, shocked. Wow, oh my God. Oh, did you get back together with someone? Or is this someone you're thinking about getting back together with? Because the Five of Cups shows me that, that's how this energy comes across. Like it's someone that, did they lose you? Did you guys break up? It's definitely the energy for some of you now of you're getting back together. You got back together over the weekend or last time you guys saw each other. If not, they definitely have wishes and fantasies, and it would be the answer to their prayers if you were to say, yes, we're back together. So maybe for some of you, were you guys apart? Feels like it could have been a relationship that ended and is back together, but for others of you, you could have just been apart. Aquarius's energy is here as well. Are you guys thinking of an Aquarius? Maybe on the cusp? Sagittarius as well. So maybe on the cusp of Sagittarius. And then there's also Pisces energy coming through. Wow, look at all this major arcana here. The major arcana is significant because it shows me into a lifelong connection or someone that is meant to be in your life of significant importance. So I can see that when I tap into your charts, your energy, but this person also feels this way about you. Like something is awakened within them and they feel like you're divinely guided to be together. Okay, so this is important because for some of you, if this is someone new, even though I see the energy of like getting back together with someone, if this is someone new, it could be that you guys were together in a previous lifetime and they feel like a sense of renewal. Like you found me in this lifetime. Wow, that's amazing. For someone here, this person feels like you coming into their life just made their life completely on track. So this person would be lost without you. Or if they can't get you back, they will be forever lost. Or since finding you, if things are good between the two of you, they just feel like my path is with you. Like there's clarity. Clarity. And even look at the two paths coming through, literally, in the cards. They want to, okay, so they're sure about you 10,000%. I don't know how else to describe that to you, Capricorn, but they want to know what your answer is going to be, or what you think of them right now. And they're eagerly awaiting your response. This person wants to hear from you. If by the time you see this, you haven't like responded to them or spoken to them, texted back, whatever it is, oh my gosh, they're checking their phone feels like every minute. They pick it up and look at it to make sure that they didn't miss anything from you. They're waiting to hear from you. So, I mean, this person is beyond excited and enthusiastic about this connection, whatever the circumstances are. For some of you, you got back together with someone, or they feel like you're closer than ever to, being back in a relationship. But for someone else here watching, I feel like the energy is so beautiful because it's like the way this person feels. You came into my life and now I have direction. It's divine direction. They feel like you're a light in this world. That's why your energy comes through as the star. That's very beautiful, you guys. So you have someone that the longer you wait to respond, Capricorn, the more antsy this person gets. I mean, you just have someone who thinks the world of you. And for some of you, it's already, because this could have even been the first date. Because look at that, the Empress is there. So it's envisioning a lifelong connection with you as their partner for the rest of this life. Truly it is. And I know that could be a little bit shocking if it's a first date that you had, or whatever the case is, first time meeting this person. But the soul connections, they don't lie. Once you come into each other's lives and you activate the other one's lessons, like, that is what it is. It's unforgettable. And that's how this person feels. Like you've just awakened something within them. So even if you've been with your person a long time, Capricorn, it's so cute to me because you continue to blow them away. It never gets old with you. It's so exciting with you. Like the fun never ends. The passion never ends. So you have someone that I can see loves you very deeply. Even if it's new, it's already written in the stars. It's in their heart. It's in their mind. Wow, that's very beautiful energy, Capricorn. All right, you guys, I hope that brought you clarity. Okay, Aquarius. So the one on your mind. Let's tap into the energy of how they feel about you after this weekend, or whatever time you have on your mind. But how do they feel about you now after that? Oh, you make someone feel like I need to step my game up tremendously. Like, okay, so I'm not chuckling at this person, but I feel like they're very much in their feelings, so to speak, because I see the way that they're looking at you, Aquarius, and wondering if it's unrequited. This person has a lot of like nervous energy when it comes to you. They feel like they failed to impress you. And this person is now looking at the connection like, I think I like Aquarius way more than this Aquarius likes me. So it has them very emotional over you. And not to chuckle at them, that does hurt their feelings. Their feelings are hurt. For some of you, it's a bit surprising because this person's energy is so masculine and dominant, and you may not expect to hear that they're feeling insecure in that way, but they are. Particularly, I can pick up on that energy. So they feel like it's kind of back to the drawing board, where they need to get their act together or improve or work harder. Some of them even feel like they need to get more money. They don't have enough money when it comes to like being able to be with you, because this energy here feels like they're waiting for a decision from you. You see, I can feel it in the Nine of Wands. It's the way that they feel like they don't have you. So if technically you're in a relationship, they feel like they could lose you, or like you've definitely grown distant. But it definitely resonates for me, like when I tap into the energy of like they want to impress you enough so you decide that you want to be with them, like a dating scenario kind of thing. But whatever the case is, Right now they feel like they like you more. So there's this crushing on you vibe. Look at that. The Ten of Swords is here, you guys. And look at that, the Five of Pentacles. I mean, then I can just see it in the Five of Wands too. The Five of Wands lets me see deeper into this person's insecurities, particularly when it comes to romantic competition. They feel like you can have anyone and everyone, anyone, like you can just point, and whoever you point to, Aquarius, is going to be yours. Really, they feel that way about you. They feel like there's so much competition. This person is definitely in their head. So, over the weekend, some of you could have been out with this person and you had maybe a couple masculine energies, a couple men come up to you, speak to you, maybe even people that you knew, or they took it the wrong way. No, that's what you need to know is right now they're looking at those people as competition, romantic competition. And now it just has them so eager to try and get back in your good graces again. For some of you, I know that you feel this person is kind of going overboard in their emotions, not to be gaslighting in any way, but I know some of you feel like they're blowing something really out of proportion. And maybe they are, but I feel like what Spirit wants you to know is like they're looking at it like it means so much to them. Something is really bothering them who could be around you, who they're going to have to compete with. If you canceled on them, they feel like you canceled on them to be with someone else. Like they're very much in their head over this. It hurts though. I feel like that's important for you to know, like their feelings really are hurt. I mean, the pain is here in the cards. Look, that one even has a bandage around his head. It's pain, overthinking. And then you can see the energy of feeling hurt here. So I know that this is something that has hurt their feelings, brought them down. Maybe they have insecurity that they have to work harder, to feel more secure. Maybe they do. But for others of you, if you were trying to make them feel jealous, I think that's something that I wouldn't really play too much with in this person's energy, because I don't think they fight when they feel insecure. It feels like they recoil, like they kind of just get in their own head and think things from afar, and it feels like they'll shut down, not come forward. So that's just something, if you resonate with that, it's important for you to know, like if they feel that they're put in any kind of karmic situation, third party energy, competition, this is not a person that's going to compete. No, they're not going to. Okay, you guys, I wonder how you take that, Aquarius. But I mean, where this person stands right now is like yearning, longing for your attention, affection, like hoping and waiting to see if you're going to call them, in a very needy kind of energy. That's what's going on with them right now. I do hope that this brings you clarity. They want you to make a commitment to them. I can see that, Aquarius. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Let's get into the reading, Pisces, the one on your mind. After whatever happened over the weekend or whatever time you're thinking of, how do they feel about you? Okay, so it feels like for some of you, I wonder if there's something that keeps recurring, something negative, heavy in the energy. Could be a topic that you guys can't seem to get away from, because it's like it's from the past, but it keeps repeating, and it definitely feels like that interfered over the weekend, because where this person sits right now is they feel like the past is out all over again, like we opened up a can of worms, and that, like, it's just like they're in such heavy negative energy looking at whatever that is, like that can of worms, like it's just disgusting and I don't want to focus on it anymore. And then they feel this sense of injustice, really. Like, there's so much injustice here. Wow, Pisces, that's very heavy energy. Are you thinking of a Libra? Oh, but the crazy, like, the crazy curveball with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. Are they torn between you and someone else? Because this is a fight for the position with this person. And it feels like they look at you as the one they should be with, like we belong together. Like the Two of Cups is kindred spirits. It's like twins, right? So maybe they feel they're torn between their twin flame and their soulmate. That there's a vibe like that. Or they, I can just see where they're torn, but they feel like the two of you belong together. But then they're in so much agony and such a state of confusion, not knowing which direction to go in. They don't know which direction to go in. So it's like, I see how much they want to resolve things with you once and for all, resolve it in this lifetime so the connection can live to its full potential, because this person believes that there's just so many things that you guys haven't experienced yet, like you're destined, like they can't picture it really failing, but then it's like they don't know what to do to make it right. And right now, they're in such a negative, dark place. They feel, it wouldn't surprise me if this person was up all night. They could even be hungover, or they just are super exhausted because they couldn't sleep, stressed out all night long. And it feels like the sun is hurting their eyes. That's the funny thing about it. It's like they need to be in darkness, like hungover kind of vibe, or because they couldn't sleep, the sun is like bothering their eyes in the daytime. I can see that energy here. So definitely torn over you and not sure about what the future holds. For those of you that resonate with them being torn between two different partners, I can definitely see that energy here. So they do feel like, I don't know how you feel about this, because even though they feel like they're torn between two different partners, they're still looking at you, Pisces, like, and pointing the finger at you. Like things that they're going through that they shouldn't have to be going through over and over and over again. So, maybe you guys, however you look at this energy, maybe some of you watching feel like there's things you're accountable for, things that they're accountable for. Whatever the case is, it feels like it's complicated. They feel like the two of you belong together. They do. But their mind, I can see there is someone else in this person's energy, in their heart, on their mind. And it just feels like they keep going around and around. I mean, it really is the energy of the past repeating itself over and over. Gemini energy is here, you guys. So maybe you're thinking of a Gemini or a Libra. That is what Spirit is showing me. I hope that this brings you clarity. It feels like something has been renewed between the two of you. It almost feels like there's like a truce, or you were really being guarded. Aries, I chuckle because this person feels like you were holding on to something longer than you should have. They feel like you were holding a grudge, and they feel like, okay, it's not to take away how serious that is, because I know they do not want to irritate you when I tell you this, but they do feel like you held on to something too long. You were being a little bit petty, but over the weekend something shifted, and like, did you call a truce with them, or did you apologize for something, or did you say like that you didn't mean something? It feels like an apology came in, and this person was looking at you as someone that was never going to take accountability for that or apologize, and they feel very shocked that you did. They look at it like you really humbled yourself, or they saw like a vulnerable side, they saw a softer side. And now they feel like you're open to fixing it. Like you're open to renewing it. You're open to taking steps towards getting back together. They feel like now you're really going to give them a chance. This person loves you very deeply. This person feels like you do have a poker face. You do. They feel like you can be stoic, you can be difficult to read. They feel like you do that, Aries, because maybe it's difficult for you to show emotion, or if you don't like, do you feel like showing emotion makes you weak? Do you not like being vulnerable? It's something along those lines that this is the things that they think of when they think of you. They read you in this way, Aries. So they feel like you love them just as much, but you're just afraid of the love, if that makes sense. And they feel like whenever they see you opening yourself up, you get closed off again. But they love to see you vulnerable. They love to see you expressive. They love to see you opening up. But they just feel like you go back and forth in those energies. That's why I'm describing it this way. So this person, wow, for some of you, it's funny because I know that you have children with this person. And the time that you spent together over the weekend or whenever you saw them, whenever you're watching this, they're thinking about getting back together and being a family again, or having a family. See, that's why the Fool is here. They feel like it's only a matter of time. Things are going to turn around for us and we're going to get a fresh start. So for some of you, the mother or father of your children or child is crushing on you all over again, thinking about that they might actually get another shot with you. It's just like this sense of vulnerability. They love when they can see that glimpse of it, Aries, but then they do feel like you. So what this shows me is they feel like you're not all together ready to fully embrace the next step or to trust them fully or get back into a relationship, but they feel like it's moving in that direction. And they're here for it. This person is in love with you. This person is so optimistic about, what the future holds, thinking that they're going to be able to get another chance. And they feel like as soon as they get the green light, they're going to go for this completely. I can see Libra's energy and Pisces energy in your reading. Maybe this is who you're thinking of. You could be on the cusp of Pisces, Aries, or maybe this is cross watchers watching your reading, your own moon or rising sign. I'll mention all of that here. Yeah, and even look at it. The Eight of Cups is coming through in reverse. It's because this person is thinking about a reunion, like a renewal, things moving in the right direction. That's how they feel. Okay, Aries, I hope that this brings you clarity, you guys. Taurus, you are next. Okay, Taurus, the one on your mind. Let's see. How do they feel about you after the weekend, or whatever time you're thinking of, but how do they feel about you now after that? Uh-oh. This is a blockage for sure. Sagittarius' energy is here, Taurus. This energy, it's conflicting because it's like a stubbornness, a rigidness, but on the flip side, it's like no holds barred, experimental, unlimited. This person could worry that you're only here for one thing, honestly, Taurus, because the Knight of Wands is very sexual, very flirtatious. But the thing about the energy is it's gone. It's here for a short time and then gone. So there's something in the energy where this person feels like the vibe between the two of you is fleeting. And it wouldn't surprise me if they're feeling very defensive right now. Maybe they feel like you left too quickly, something along those lines. Or they didn't get to spend enough time with you. Or if the time that you guys spent together was like just physical, sexual, or if it was they didn't get to connect with you as deeply as they wanted. It just has this person in their head. So know this, they can't stop thinking about what happened. They can't stop thinking about what happened over the weekend. I mean, look at that energy, the Five of Cups. Okay, so did you guys break up? Is it that straightforward that over the weekend you guys broke up? Because they feel like it's the energy of a breakup. It is. But then this person is so attracted to you. They really are. Like the chemistry is just out of this world with you. But but it feels like they're looking at you in a negative light, Taurus, to be really honest with you. Like they questioning you, questioning your intentions, questioning even why did you spend this time with me? Especially if you guys had something that happened that was very passionate, physical, sexual, whatever it is, very passionate. They're looking at it like, was that a game to you? Wow, this person is really hurt right now. They're hurt. I feel like they're in a very stubborn energy, very protective energy. They're only seeing things from their perspective because they are hurt and at the same time. So, wow, that's very intense. Do you see? It's the Seven of Cups coming through in reverse. And whenever I see that energy, it's the way that this person's mind is all over the place. I mean, like I said, they haven't stopped thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about you. But when the Seven of Cups comes in reverse, it's like the majority of the thoughts are pessimistic. It's worrisome. It's worrisome thoughts. So, if you guys broke up over the weekend, or if the last time you were together it ended up in a breakup, I mean, this person hasn't stopped thinking about you since. I know that they want to fix it. They do. They just don't know what to do right now as you watch this. That doesn't mean the energy won't shift, but when you watch this, it's just like they're in the bereavement stages still of the connection. And I feel like they have this fear of like you guys connecting and all that ends up happening is you have sex and you like really don't fix the connection or get back together. Does that make sense? There's someone that has that worry. Like they don't want to see you because they feel like I won't be able to resist you. We're going to end up having sex and then we're still not going to get back together. So they're very worrisome over that. But they're torn and they haven't stopped thinking about you since the last time they saw you or whatever this is. But they just don't know what to do to fix it, and then they're just so worrisome. I hope that this brings you a clarity, Taurus. I truly do. All right, you guys, that's what I can see going on. And next is Gemini. All right, my beautiful Gemini. So the one on your mind, after the weekend, how do they feel? Or whatever time you're thinking of. But how do they feel now? Interesting. The Tower is like this energy of maybe thinking that something was beyond repair, but it's like I see things in a different light and I see that we have a chance to fix it no matter how broken it feels it is. There's a chance to fix it. But then with the Ace of Wands in reverse, this person just questions like where do we get the energy from or how do we fix it? How do we get it on track? How do we make it right? It feels like they don't know where to pull from. They're definitely questioning the sexual chemistry between the two of you. They're definitely questioning the passion. Like they think that there's a lack of it. They're thinking that there's a lack of it between the two of you. But it's interesting because I see that they're also thinking like the connection can be fixed. It can be fixed, but it's like they're still looking at what's lacking here, if that makes sense. Okay, you guys, wow, this feels like you have a family with them. Some of you do. This is interesting to me because this person loves you. And when they think of the future, it's with you. Like they're you two in each other's arms, happy, prosperous, healthy, living a life that's full of love and beauty. That's what they picture for the future. You may have a family with them already, or they want to have a family with you, whatever that family looks like. They're thinking that serious changes need to occur. It's funny because the more I read into this energy, the more masculine it becomes. For some of you, you're watching for a masculine energy. And this person thought that they were going to lose you, worried that they would lose you in this lifetime permanently. But then they still, like, they feel like they can get this back. They love you deeply, but then it's like questioning how attracted you are to me as a masculine energy. That's what I'm picking up on. The masculine energy really wants to know, how attracted are you? So if you guys haven't connected physically and sexually for a while, that is something that they need, they want. They feel like it's the missing piece of the puzzle. It just feels like I'm picking up on masculine energy because it's someone who like is not comfortable in their emotions. That's what the energy feels like to me. So it's like maybe they want to say these things to you, but they don't know how, or they feel emasculated to say these things to you, but they feel it. It just feels like they'll put up a front and not say it, but it's what they need. So it could even be like, it could be, yes, physically needing more sex, things along those lines, but it could also be something that's like affection, attention, things like that, affectionate energy that they want to receive from you. But it just feels like they're too proud to say it, or too masculine to say it, if that makes sense. Like just not comfortable in their emotions is what I mean. Heavy Scorpio energy is in this reading. Are you guys thinking of a Scorpio or a Sagittarius? It could be cross watchers or your own moon or rising sign Gemini. Okay, you guys, that's what I can see going on. I do hope that this brings you clarity. I send you much love and light, Gemini. Cancer, you are next. Let's get into your reading. So the one on your mind, how do they currently feel about you after this weekend? Or whatever time you're thinking of. What about you now? Ooh, this is interesting because their ego is like, it's like creeping up in their energy. I'm not saying that this person is cocky or conceited, but the fact that you're not paying attention to them the way they feel they should be having someone pay attention to them right now, it has them, how do I describe it? I feel like they're kind of on guard. I feel like they're insulted. They feel insulted right now because they feel like you haven't answered them or responded to them, or you're just not showing them, you're not blowing up their phone, you're not chasing them, something along those lines. So I can just see into this person's ego. It's all in their feelings. They feel insulted. The thing that gives me hesitation when I see someone like that, especially if this is newer, I feel like someone like that will try to save face. And when they try to save face, they can be petty. They can kind of hit below the belt. all coming from a sense of rejection and how insecure that makes them feel. So I can see a little into their character, a little ugly trait they have that you may not be aware of until they feel they're pushed to the point and they have, because they're insulted. Wow, so someone is very much in their feelings about you, Cancer. They feel like, why haven't you responded? Why haven't you called me? It has them like digging into the ego, which is like a false sense of self. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Look at that. Sagittarius' energy is here, you guys. And Gemini, are you thinking of one of those signs, Sagittarius or Gemini? Are you on the cusp of Gemini? Could be cross watchers here, your own moon or rising sign. Okay, this person, their motives are changed now when it comes to you, Cancer. I feel like this is kind of turning into a warning. They feel snubbed, they feel slighted, they feel insulted after the weekend or whatever happened last. And it feels like they won't let things be over with you, even though they feel this way. They feel it's like a vengeful kind of energy. Because this is like, I don't want to let you go until I feel like I've had what I want from you. Yes, you need to be careful with this one if because their ego is really getting the best of them. The lovers are in reverse, which shows me that this person, they're feeling unrequited, like it's unrequited, and they're insulted, like they had high hopes for this. They felt their love and affection growing and growing for you. And after the weekend, now they feel like you do not look at them in that light. You don't feel the same because they feel like you're not taking the appropriate actions that, someone that's in energy like theirs deserves. Yeah, this person has they have a big ego. They do. It just feels like it's inflated now because of their insecurities. I'm not saying this person is like not easy to get along with or this way all the time, but this is the current energy. So it's like it's unrequited now, but I'm going to be the one to say when this is over. So it's like they want you to answer them. They want to get your attention. They want now the tables to turn and for you to feel what they feel so they can reject you, if that makes sense. They want to pull you closer because they feel rejected and they can't stand that sense of rejection. So it's like, I'm going to get you attached to me and then I'm going to reject you. It's very weird. Is it petty? Is it childish? Does it come from ego? Yeah, I think a little bit. So you have someone who the energy really shifted because they feel rejected and now this person wants you to feel that way. They do. So I feel like you need to be kind of careful when it comes to this one. Pisces energy is here as well, you guys. So maybe you're thinking of a Pisces. I mean, I think you need to be careful about this person's motives now. It's for something that's only going to satisfy them. That's what their motivation is now, is me and what I want, what I need, how I feel. Whether that's sexual and just having something like a fling or whatever, because they have hard feelings, they wanted more and they feel like you didn't. Yeah, it's something like that, you guys. Yeah, it all shifted and they feel, yeah, be careful with this one because it feels like they're just trying to give you what they feel is a taste of your own medicine. Okay, all right, Cancer. I hope that brings you clarity. I truly do. I love you guys so much. Leo, you are next. Okay, Leo, so whoever you want to focus on right now, let's tap into the current energy. How do they feel about you after this weekend or whatever time period you're thinking of, but how do they feel about you now? Wow, these pages coming through. The pages are such strong energy of something like being demoted. Like it looks like it's new. For some of you, it may not be new, but it's like definitely the sense of hard feelings here. The Page of Wands, for some of you, this person feels like they couldn't get through to you, like they're blocked, like you're not listening. So either they tried to contact you and they couldn't get through to you, like you didn't respond, they feel ignored. That's a good way to describe it. So maybe literally you ignored them, or they just feel like you are ignoring me. That Page of Cups goes around and around in this energy because they're looking at you, Leo, and questioning your intentions toward them. But then they also realize that you have the right to question their intentions toward you. So it feels like after the weekend, the connection feels like it took a step back. Maybe it's analyzing things from a higher perspective. For some of you watching, I know it's your energy and you feel like after whatever happened this weekend, you're like removing your energy or taking a step back, or you just feels like I'm looking at it from a different perspective. But it feels like you don't take this person seriously. Like you, both of you are questioning, can I take you seriously? Well, look at the next card out is the Fool. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. This is so funny, you guys, because the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, reading that energy, it felt so dramatic. So I know you guys deal with someone that can be very dramatic, can be very emotional, very expressive, maybe even an outgoing person. But it feels like they vent, and they vent loudly, and they vent openly, and they vent to anyone and everyone that will listen to them. So know that there's been a lot of venting going on when it comes to you. But then this person, I feel like they flip a switch, and I don't want to make it sound weird in any way, but they flip a switch and they have this beautiful optimism that returns. And then they say, no, it's not over. I'm not going to demote this. It's not over between us. I am going to rebuild the trust between us. I am going to get Leo to take a chance on me and move forward with me. We are going to get our fresh start. So this person, it just feels like after whatever happened over the weekend or whatever time you're watching this for, they don't feel like they have you. They want you. They're thinking of what the future holds and the divine plan. The Knight of Wands shows me how much this person desires you physically, sexually. But the thing about that Knight of Wands and the Five of Swords together, they do want to dominate you, Leo. They do want to sleep with you so they can say they had you. They will brag about it. That's something that you need to know. I'm not saying they'll brag about it in a disrespectful way, like not like locker room talk, not like that. But it's definitely making it known that that they had you and the two of you reconnected. Does that make sense? I think you need to know that. I can see that energy very clearly. This person, it's interesting because they really know that they fumbled things with you. I mean, the Page of Cups is here and the Seven of Swords is here. This person understands why you look at them as someone that plays games. I know lies have been told here. And they know that they broke the trust and they need to rebuild it. So they understand why you would demote them or why you look at them as someone that can't be trusted. They do know. Okay, so what Spirit wants you to know is after the weekend, they're seeing why you look at them this way and they're taking accountability for it. They're taking accountability and seeing why you don't want to talk to them. But then there's also like this possessive energy over you, Leo. This person wants you. They want to have you. But then they also want you to open up your heart and take a chance and give them a clean slate. They don't want things to be over with you. But this is this person's like very cocky side though. And how they don't want to I don't know, something along the lines of, I'm not going to be rejected. Nobody rejects me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Leo. That's what their vibe is like. I'm not saying that they're like this all the time, but I mean, that Five of Swords, it's heavy. It is a heavy energy. So this is complicated. Makes me wonder, how long have you known this person? What is really going on between the two of you? Because they have hard feelings when it comes to you, but then they know what they did wrong too. And it's funny. They want to rebuild the trust. So you know what? I think that this person, Leo, just wants you to understand things from their perspective. I feel like when I cut through all the energy, what they're really crying out for is that you would understand them. I know that's touchy. I know some of you feel like you have been very understanding. But when I tap into this person's energy, I feel like what they feel is a blockage between the two of you now after the weekend or whatever energy you're watching for. It's like, I wish you would understand me. So they really want you to understand them, Leo. All right, you guys. So yeah, this is the way that this energy comes across is it's very complicated between the two of you. This person feels kind of over the top. They feel a little bit dramatic, extra, definitely. But maybe that's something that you like about this person, Leo. It feels like they have a big personality, and maybe that's something that makes you drawn to them. I know that they want a fresh start here. But this person, it feels like they challenge you. That's the thing about the energies. Maybe you guys are used to having your way. You know, like when you speak about something, like it's accepted. See, the thing about this energy that I'm picking up on is this person is very expressive. Like it feels like they're like pushing back, like challenging you. Like I know the way that it comes across is like the way that they look at you is like you're used to getting your way, but in this case and in this instance, they want you to stop and think about how they feel. Leo, I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm not going to lie to you about the energies. That's what's going on with this person. I do hope that this brings you clarity, you guys. I love you so much. Virgo, you are next. Let's get into your reading. The one on your mind. How do they feel about you now? After the weekend or whatever experience you're thinking of. How do they feel about you now, Virgo? So they have very serious thoughts on their mind about the future, about the connection. You could be thinking of a Pisces. Their energy is here. Oh my gosh, my throat wanted to close up on saying Pisces. My throat chakra is closing off. That happened in another reading. It feels like you maybe you had more things that you wanted to say, to talk about with this person. It feels like we didn't get to talk enough. Because there's still confusion in the energy. That's the thing. It's like thinking about what the future holds, but not really sure how to get things going in that direction or get things on track. And still feeling like maybe I'm not ready to take that step. I need more time before I can go down that path, head in that direction. That's how this person feels. Like a serious conversation happened, but it wasn't as thorough as it should have been. And it just feels like you guys could have been talking about the future of the connection. The way that this person feels, Virgo, is they need more time. Like they can see the path is there, but it feels like they're not ready to take it. Look at that. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so, and then the Three of Pentacles is coming through in reverse. That turned into a big red flag because I was trying to give this person a little credit when I read the energies, because the Knight of Pentacles, out of the Knights, as far as like relationships, obviously the Knight of Cups is very relationship oriented, but I always look at the Knight of Pentacles as someone who's like really looking to build a solid foundation slowly. They are looking to build slowly, like they don't want to rush anything. But it's someone who's thinking about, they're in a committed energy when they do that. Things turn into a red flag when that Knight of Wands came out, because it feels like this person, you guys had a serious conversation or something like that. It makes me wonder, are they leading you on at this point? Because that Knight of Wands is someone who's not looking to stay. It's someone who's looking for like pleasure, what I want in the moment. It's very physical, sexual. It's very like a fling kind of thing. It's not serious. So I think you need to be careful. I feel like it turned into a red flag because they really are not, they're not ready to make a commitment. They're not ready to move forward. They're not. Even the Three of Pentacles is in reverse. This is the energy of a commitment. I mean, that's what it is. To see that come in reverse is like, no, it's off the table. Then the Knight of Wands, I question this person's intentions towards you. So for someone here, I feel like you came across this reading because Spirit is trying to have your back and give you a warning about someone who has negative intentions towards you. They're making it look like they're talking about taking things slowly, or they won't give you an exact period of time. When you ask them about something, they say soon. That's very vague. I feel like Spirit wants you to look at that as a red flag because it's a way to hold on to you while not fully commit to you. And they're not planning on committing to anyone right now. This person still feels like they need to experience, explore, save, learn. They're keeping their romantic options open. Okay, so I do hope that this brings you clarity, because when you get warnings like this, it only comes from a loving place. But whoever this is, after the last time you guys were together or the weekend, they don't have intentions on settling down or being in a commitment. Okay, Virgo, I hope that brings you clarity, you guys. I send you much love and light. Libra, you are next. Last but not least, let's see, how do they feel about you now? Either after the weekend or whatever time you're thinking of. But let's see how they feel about you now. This person feels like they're not good enough for you. When it comes to you, Libra, they feel so small. I'm not saying that you did anything to make them feel this way. It's just because they feel they can't get a read on you. And that's making them feel very insecure. After the weekend or this time that you're thinking of, the way they feel right now is that you're not sure about them. Maybe like that they're not enough, like they don't bring enough to the table. They could feel like they don't have enough money, enough success, accomplishments, or even that they're not good looking enough. And that's something that it's almost like they're waiting to see now what your decision is going to be and how you're going to react to them. After the weekend or whatever this is, this person fell in love with you. They're in love with you now. But they don't feel like you're in love with them. Leo's energy and the initial M is here, Libra. There's an instance that I can pick up on for someone here watching. They feel like in that moment, you didn't come to their defense enough. Or they wanted you to protect them And in that moment, they didn't feel like they were protected. And in that moment, that's when they felt like they weren't enough, like they weren't worth it. So I don't want to make the energy sound so dramatic, but the Ace of Cups is their overall feelings for you, Libra. So that's very, very emotional. That's like I'm still figuring out how to contain everything that I feel. That will come across as dramatic. It's like they're just feeling things so deeply when it comes to you because of the way that they fell in love with you. They're in love with you. But they feel weak. They feel like there's an instance that I can see protect them or defend them. But for others of you, it feels like this person is not grounded as far as their intellect and emotion. I can see where they really need to work at calling their power back to them and fortifying their strength. They really need to work on their self-concept because the way that it feels is they are in love with you and that's real and that's true, but they still feel like they're so judgmental of themselves. It's like they're anticipating being judged and you haven't even judged them yet. It's like they're anticipating that they're not enough. This person is beating themselves up when it comes to you. For some reason, they're comparing what they have to what you have, and they feel like they don't have enough. But that's not because you pointed the finger at them. It could just be coming from their own self-concept, poor self-esteem. That's for others of you. This person, I feel they are very beautiful. I can see everything that you see in them, and they have a beautiful heart on top of it. It's like they don't see that about themselves, though. So when it comes to you, Libra, this person is very emotional. It doesn't matter how long the time has been, they love you still. But it's just this feeling like you don't feel the same or it's unbalanced. I mean, I can see their energy very clearly here. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's their head tells them one thing, their heart tells them another thing. And I feel kind of bad for them because they are too hard on themselves. It's like part of them feels like, they're not going to be put in a position where they feel they have to compete or like speak up unnecessarily. Like there's certain things that they don't want to fight for. But then it feels like this person is really getting in their own way when it comes to you. So if next time you speak to them, or if you're confused about why they're being this way with you now, it's because this person is head over heels in love with you. And I don't know how you take it, but I'm not saying that it's immature. They just feel so small. I just feel like this person has to do a better job of calling their power back to them and working on their self-concept, because it's like it's either like they're saying it's over before it's even begun, or they can't figure out why you would be interested in them. They're being too hard on themselves, really they are. So if they're coming across as awkward or distant especially, that is why it's very complicated in the energy. If you feel like it's your place to do so, if you feel drawn to it, I can see how much this person would love to hear what you find special about them, what you find beautiful about them, where you see things going. I know they would love to hear that. It all depends though. Makes me wonder who this is to you. I just know that they're deeply in love with you, even if it is something new, it happened fast, or they still feel this way. Okay, that's what I can see going on, Libra. I love you so much. I hope that brings you clarity. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed your messages from your sign. Leave a like on the video if you did. It helps my channel out so much, you guys. And subscribe if you haven't already. So for this part, these are just going to be bonus messages to you from Spirit. I want to get you an angel number, pull some initials, and this oracle message here. So this could be another opportunity to pass along a message to you, or this may tie directly into your messages that you've already received. However, it resonates with you. Okay, let's see what your oracle message is. So we get adventure. Number 23, you guys. It says experience, taking risks, and wish. I remember this card came through in another reading recently. Let's see what it says. Two children are taking the ride of a lifetime. They are leaving their dreary, mundane world behind them as the tiger leaps over the waves. Those waves are the fears we teach ourselves. They represent our I can't, I shouldn't, and I'll get in trouble if I do. They are all the ways we limit our yearning, our longing, our need for adventure. The children are ourselves. The tiger is that desire to do something that no one thinks we can or should do. By riding that wild wish, these children are off on an extraordinary journey. This is the time to release your own inner trigger of speculation. Open up that old journal where you wrote down all those crazy things you would do if. If is here, and it's time to start taking risks. Don't hold back. Don't let your own fears drown out your sense of adventure. You are being given the gift of a flying leap. Take it and see where you go. Adventure isn't just about mountains in Tibet. It can be saying yes to trying something new. You can take small leaps as long as you keep taking them. Don't judge your level of grand adventure against someone else. Do what feels right, but do it now. Okay, wow. Someone is being nudged over and over again to take a risk, take a chance, to do something now. The time is now. Don't hold back anymore. Okay, you guys, that is your oracle message. Now let's get an angel number. So I'm just going to roll some dice and pull from this book for those of you interested. Let's see what your angel number is. So 5 and 9. Why couldn't I add that, you guys? 597. Let's see. New strategies. Be courageous when trying something new. The goal you are attempting to accomplish needs a new strategy. Your angels admire your courage and say you'll need it now more than ever, as you will be asked to change your approach. Think outside the box regarding how you move forward in a new way. Wow. So this is all about you guys moving forward, taking a chance, taking a risk, and being open and courageous to trying something new. Okay, I wonder how you take those messages. And now let's get some initials. Let's see how many. 7 for today. So whatever else came through, maybe some initials have already come through in the reading. So in addition to that, get 7 more. I just want to say thank you for watching today's video. I send you all so much love and light. So we get B, O, I, L, T, M, and V. All right, you guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next reading.